He's a well-known funny man from the phenomenon Blue Collar Comedy Tour. Comedian Ron White, also known as Tater Salad, has established himself as a star in his own right. From not only comedy, but also movies and a best-selling book.
That's right, and Ron is here this weekend. We have him here this morning, a comedian that had to wake up early. I am sorry.
I've never been awake this early in Las Vegas, ever. Not one time.
You've been up this late.
I've been up this late.
Yeah.
I've crawled in about this time, but I've never actually woken up. And I woke up in L.A. this morning, so.
Oh, wow.
I've been on a plane and trains and automobiles, and but it's good to be here. Good to be here.
Glad to have you.
We are very glad you're here.
Aces of Comedy over at Mirage. You're playing the Terry Fator Theater.
Great.
It's a shame there's no humor to find in the news nowadays. There's really nothing to talk about.
Right, there is. It's low-hanging fruit. So
Really?
I have a.
Do you avoid the low-hanging fruit?
I do, because
Wow.
every TV show on every late night show has 19 or 20 writers staring at the same television. So if that's where you get your comedy, you can't be one of the big boys.
It's so tough.
It's got to come from your life and your heart, and that's where mine comes from.
That's where you keep it. Yeah,
That's it.
you have an interesting kind of life history, because just knowing that you were in the Navy at 17 years old.
Or the day I could get in.
Yeah. But tell us a little bit about your whole transition then from the military into comedy. That's it's so unique.
My service it wasn't that great. There was no room in the Navy for somebody with a mouth like mine, and so I've tried to make up for that by doing things for the armed forces since I got out. Now, so there's the time I was in for 18 months and left early, and I started stand-up when I was 29,
Really?
I've been playing Vegas since I'd been doing it for 6 months. They put me in the Improv over at the old Riv that was here.
No kidding.
And now for years I've worked for Jim Muir and folks at MGM Grand who just treat me like a king. I do it 10 weekends a year. It's the easiest thing in the world to do, and the Terry Fator Theater is a great place to watch a show.
It is really cool venue. I'm curious, doing comedy today, the climate, everyone wants to get somebody in trouble now. It's like a thing where people are searching for.
Right. Well, I ran for president, and somebody asked me if I was running again, and I just don't have that kind of hush money. I don't have it. I got money, but I don't have that kind of money, and and you can't get a woman to hush anyway. You ever try that? Hush now. Hush.
No, it doesn't work.
You just can't do it.
No, it doesn't work. Yeah, well, speaking of women and getting them to hush, we wanted to ask you a little bit about this whole Roseanne thing. Sean and I were talking about it, but before you walked in this morning. We're just wondering, do you feel like she went too far? It's like such a touchy situation.
Oh, what, the racist, stupid remark she made? Yeah, that was just... It was stupid, and who suffered was the cast.
Yes.
The cast,
Yes.
and the crew, and all these people. They lost their jobs over that stupid
No, they should
comment.
lose their jobs, but they're still employed here. No.
Oh, not these people. These people are good. Get out! Get out now! Yeah, no, that was just Roseanne was being an idiot, and man, I'm sure she had no idea what kind of price she'd pay for that, but, you just can't say things like that, and you shouldn't.
But as a comedian, if you're on stage, you give a little bit of carte blanche to them, like, all right, you're going to end up saying something that might offend somebody to get to a punchline. Sometimes,
I'm totally not worried about offending anybody, because what matters is what's offensive to me.
Yeah.
Well, that was offensive to me.
Yeah.
And so I would never say anything like that. Now, that I won't say anything that might not be offensive to somebody else, I guarantee you that I will.
You will.
And if you want somebody, the comic that doesn't offend anybody ever,
they're not going to be funny.
Brian Regan will be here.
It's
all clean. I'm not saying anything bad about Brian. I think he's a great comedian. It's just not exactly what I do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Totally understand.
You said it's the easiest gig, coming here 10 weekends a year. What's the Vegas audience like? Is it a little different than like an audience in LA?
Well, they're in a good mood for the most part, but I have 2 10 o'clock shows, one Friday, one Saturday.
Yeah.
I play golf at Shadow Creek, which is the best golf course in America. Then I come home and I'll have a great lunch somewhere and drink a bottle of wine. And then I'll go take a 4-hour nap, and I'll wake up with 2 hours to kill before I work for an hour. And the next day I'll get up and do it again. I always have my friends come see me in Vegas because I don't have to clean up after them, right? They got their own room.
Nice.
They got a maid service. They got everything. We all sit around at night drinking number one tequila, which is my tequila company that is live and well in this state because of Jim Muir and his love of the tequila and his you know, it sounds so trite to call it family, but after all these years, it does seem like family, and that, you know, they treat me so well, but boy, do they sell a bunch of this tequila. And,
let me have a smell of that.
Oh,
Speaking of family, you flew here with your dog Mustard this morning.
Mustard.
We didn't get to see him. But
named him after his own gas. He's a fantastic animal. I should have brought him. I didn't know you guys had those diapers.
Next time,
we could have been wrapping him with those doggy diapers. That would have been a blast.
Smell that.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, it's just heaven.
Great to have you.
I wonder what it tastes like at dawn.
Yeah, give it a taste.
Give it a
Do
shot.
it.
Here we go. Ron White, he's having a great morning. You can catch him Aces of Comedy Series tonight and Saturday, 10 p.m. inside Terry Fader Theater. He'll be a little hungover. Over at the Mirage, tickets are available.
I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a human being.
They can be purchased at any MGM Resorts International box office or at Ticketmaster.com, whatever you choose.
Taking a shot at 9:44 a.m. That's brave.
Absolutely.